Alright guys, we are back with our Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode, and we're getting ready to go start through free agency, probably get to the beginning of year 3, maybe get some simulating done, probably not though, but we'll see. So, wanted your opinions, guys, from last episode, because once again, just like the Dallas Stars GM mode, Patrick Kane is going to be available in free agency, and a lot of you guys were telling me to go out and get him. Now, a lot of you guys were also saying not to trade him right away because it will hurt the GM rep, because I think that is a pretty big deal, because I know it's probably hurt a little bit because I know I signed some guys in free agency and signed them at the deadline like Orpik and UC Jokinen and guys like that. But like you guys, some of you guys were saying that keep Kane. If he does well for your team, keep him. Like I said, I don't have any problem against that. But if he does bad, like either trade him at the deadline to get some defense to help out your team, or just trade him away for like picks or draft picks or whatever. So that's not actually a bad idea. But if he has a good year, like if he has like a good like 80, 90 point season in him, I'll still keep him regardless, even if we have a bad season, because he still has the potential. He still has the potential to be very, very good this year. So how did he do actually last year anyway? He only had 69 points in 82 games last year for the Blackhawks. That's not the greatest year for Kane at all. That's not really that great. So hopefully he can turn his season around a little bit. He might actually drop off of a good bit too. Who knows? 69. He got 69 points there, right? Yeah, 69 points last year. So that's not great, but he still is a great offensive player that we will eventually sign. I mean, we have $20 million worth of cap space. We have to sign some people in order to make some space. Okay, so also you guys were saying to grab up a couple of free agents as well. Now, I don't have the draft picks to sign a lot of these guys. I didn't know Brendan Gallagher is available as well. Brendan Gallagher is whoops. I need to do unrestricted free agents, because Montreal has a lot of guys who are unrestricted, so can't really get that done. And yeah, it's just Patrick Kane and Joakim Anderson. A lot of you guys were saying that sign Joakim Anderson, but I think I'm just gonna skip on him. Graham Black, no, we're gonna skip on him. Ross, well, actually, I don't know. Graham Black, no, he didn't play last year. Let's see. This Knuckle guy, nope. Uh, Ellis. I think some of you guys were telling me to sign Morgan Ellis. Yeah, okay. So I will sign Morgan Ellis. He'll be one guy I sign. I think that was one name that came up. So we'll sign you to a 3-year deal. It doesn't look like you're gonna get better anytime soon, but we'll just sign you to a 1-year deal, Morgan. We'll sign Morgan Ellis to a 1-year deal. So we'll try to grab him up. I don't think there was any teams interested in him. It's just us. Okay, so that's cool. Eric Wellwood, we'll skip on him. Rajala, no. Baptiste, Ramage. Who was the other guy? I think was it this guy that you guys were saying too? Matthias Janmark? I think this was another guy that somebody mentioned too. So he's one of the younger guys on this list. Same with Graham Black, but he didn't play anywhere. So I think I'll sign just Matthias Janmark, just because, just to fill out the prospect pool a little bit more, and we have some roster spaces. All right, so let's get Kane. There are Dallas and the Philadelphia. Funny how Dallas is interested in them. It's like deja vu. Dallas and Philadelphia. Our last 2 GM votes. That's a little bit creepy if you ask me. All right, so we'll boost Kane all the way up to 9 mil for 8 years, just to make sure we get him. We have the cap room to spend on him, so might as well. So $9 million for 8 years for Patrick Kane on a one-way deal. That should be more than enough to get him. And let's see, I think that's it for all skaters. We don't need to worry about goaltending. We don't need to worry about defense, except for Morgan Ellis, who will sign. James Martin, we can hold. Cedarholm, now these are 3 Gold Star guys. They're not going to get better. And is there any depth players we want to get? We could pick up another defenseman. Who would be a good defenseman to pick up out of these guys? Let's see. So out of all this, so top 6s, I think maybe from Alec Martinez up, because Alec Martinez still has a good potential. He's 27, so Alec Martinez or Corbinian Holzer. How's Holzer look? Oh, whoops, that'd be Barry Jackman. That's not Corbinian Holzer. Corbinian Holzer, not really disciplined. He's a good defensive defenseman. Alec Martinez, he's decent 2-way. He's not a bad 2-way defenseman we could use. He didn't play at all last year, so that's kind of worrying. Kind of want to find somebody who played some games last year. Eric Brewer, he's kind of getting old though. We're not going to get McQuaid because he's just a penalty minutes machine. Stewart, Mark Stewart, he takes up penalty minutes too. Barrett Jackman doesn't take that many penalty minutes. He's decent defensively. Actually, he does take a good bit of penalty minutes. Alec Martinez would be the one good guy I think we could pick up. I don't know if he's going to drop off or not. I could see him dropping off. He's a fast skater. Corbin Holzer, he didn't play at all last year either. How about Talinder? Talinder played some games. He doesn't take that many penalty minutes for defensive. His defense is a little bit weak. Brewer takes a lot of penalties. A lot of the defensemen that are available this year take a shit ton of penalty minutes. Jackman doesn't take that many, but he's 34 and he wants 2 years. Alec Martinez also wants 2 years. Maybe I can convince Alec Martinez to a 1-year deal. Yeah, I think I can convince Alec Martinez to a 1-year deal at 2.2. I'll see if I can get Alec Martinez for a 1-year deal at 2.2. Just to maybe fill out the defense a little bit more. Just solidify it a little bit. And I think we'll get another depth forward as well. Let's see, so who's available unrestricted wise? I don't think we need Justin Williams. We could skip on Jokinen. Bruner might not be bad. Could also get Kyle Brodziak or Dale Weiss. Peter Reagan, Danny B. McClements, Joakim Anderson, Cody Emerton, Jordan Nolan. Boyle might not be bad. Boyle could be a solid 4th liner. Actually, what do we need? That's the one thing I want to see. Like, what do we? Let's look at our contract situation again. Well, not really contracts. I just want to look at player types. So if we get Kane, we're gonna have sniper playmaker on the first line. So it'll be Eberle, Kane, and Johansson. Second line will be Hodgson, Atkinson, and Kuznetsov. Third line, Dubes, I think Dubes, Fratton, and Nisimov. And then Terrell, Como, Jenner, Calvert, Reichel, Trop, McDavid as well. Trop might get better too. Who knows? I don't know. Do we have enough? Let me see. One. Okay, if we don't count Kane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 players. I don't really think we need another depth forward. No, we don't. I think Reichel can get a boost. I think Calvert can get a boost. Jenner might get one as well. Terrell might get another one as well. Yeah, we're fine for depth-wise for forwards. We don't need to get another depth forward. We're fine. All right, so let's just move up here, see if we sign those rookies, and let's see if we can get Patrick Kane on our team. Offered him $9 million, so Matthias Janmark was happy to accept our offer. And, okay, Alec Martinez accepted, and Morgan Ellis accepted. All right, Kane, take your time, bud. And Patrick Kane is happy to accept our offer. Extremely happy to accept your offer. Cash is most generous. Will be quite easy to make up my mind. And there we go. Looks like New Jersey Devils have gotten into the mix for Patrick Kane, but it looks like he is coming to Columbus. And did they mention it on here? Alec Martinez, Columbus are walking a little taller. Yep, 1-year deal. Patrick Kane, yeah, they didn't post that Patrick Kane signed with us. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done here. Let me just do a double check on prospect wise. I really would like to get Tenorti, but I just don't have the draft picks in order to get that done. Because there are a lot of good restricted free agents out there right now, like Cristo. I never even heard of this guy, Danny Cristo. Who is this guy? He was an unrestricted free agent for. I think it's a lot of Montreal guys, like Tenorti's Montreal, Cristo's Montreal. Kruger, Chicago, but who knows? Maybe they could become free agents. I don't know, but I think we can pretty much continue here, and I think we're good. Yeah, so we're good. All right. So what I'll do is I'll skip all the way ahead at a free agency, and we will take a look at the progression wise, and then maybe we'll do some line changes, and we'll get ready for year 3 and maybe start up year 3 simulation. I don't know. Maybe I would get some more suggestions from you guys for line changes, but I'll probably do that. So I'll skip ahead to when this simulation is done and add a free agency. Okay, guys, we are back, and we're at free agency. I almost can't believe they've been the GM move for 3 years with Columbus. The last year deal, so whatever. Expect 40 wins. Okay. So we got through free agency, and apparently Chicago and New York Rangers didn't sign Christo nor Kruger, so they're still available in free agency. If we can, I might want to visit the compensation screen really quickly and maybe see what the appropriate draft picks would have to be in order to sign those guys if I can. All right, so let's see. Where do we want to go to? Let's scout defensemen. Why not? We need to upgrade that defensive pool a little bit. So let's see. WHL. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be a first top 5 guy, Jay Mills. Yeah, let's do this guy for the dub. Get him in the dub. All right, so let's simulate up here. All right, let me go to free agency, and let me check out Danny Christo and Marcus Kruger because they're still available. Christo's an 82 overall now, so everybody got the jump, which is good. Petrecki's a 79. Okay, I'm just looking at the player. So Danny Christo is 82 overall. Is a third line checking forward. He's a sniper. He's a sniper, but he's a checking forward. Is he a scorer? Oh, the third line center. Yeah, third line center. He's got a good offensive category actually to him. He played last year, so that's where he got the boost from. 50 games played in the AHL. He's 82 overall sniper. It's not bad. 3.3 mil. So can we sign him? Yeah, we have to visit the compensation screen. So why don't we do that? Let's look at the compensation screen. I think he wanted about 3 point something mil. So if he wants 3.3 mil, that would be this year's second round pick. So if we want to sign him, we need to get a second round pick from somebody. We can maybe do that. Let's go take a look at our team though. Let's see what the boosts that our players got, and we'll go from there. Okay. So for goaltenders, looks like Sergei Bobrovsky jumped back up to an 86. Okay, so he was an 85 last year, and or maybe he might have been an 85 throughout this regular season. He jumped back up to an 86. So Bob is back up to an 86, which is good. And Jeremy Smith is up to an 81 now. So maybe we'll have a better backup goaltender now in Jeremy Smith. I mean, he did go 8-6, had 2.15. So we have a better backup now in Jeremy Smith. So he got a little bit better. So that's good. We'll take a look and see how Oscar Dance does, and then we'll maybe make a decision on the future of Jeremy Smith, because he has 1 year left. So if there's any year to trade Jeremy, this would be the year to do so. Okay, so if we take a look at defensemen now, so Ryan Murray jumped up to an 84. That's good. So he's 84 now. Offense still needs some work. His defensive category got a little bit better, which is good. Physical still needs to get there. Discipline, yeah, so it's getting better. It's getting better. His defensive category is getting better. Jack Johnson went down to it. I think he's stayed in 84, so that's not bad for Jack Johnson. So that's an 84. Not bad for Jack J. Yeah, he's still pretty fast. Good offensive category. Yeah, he's still looking pretty good. 28 years old. DeKaiser went up to an 82, so that's nice. He got a pretty decent boost as well. He's got 2 more years to get better. Well, 1 more year to get better. This is really his big year to get a lot better. So he had 21 points last year, which was good. 18 assists. How's his offensive category getting better? Shooting, not so much. Puck skills, not so much. He's a fast skater. That's pretty much all he is. Excuse me. Okay, so Tim Erickson got up to an 80. Interesting. We'll have to go see about the other guys in the prospect pool as well. So Tim Erickson is an 80, so he got better. Defensive category, not bad. Skating, he's a fast skater. Like I said, we have a lot of fast skating defensemen. He's only 2404 gold star, so he'll continue to get better the more we play him. Martinez didn't drop, so he's still at an 80, so we can play him this year if we want to do so. And then we have Calvin DeHaan, who's still at a 79. He might still be considered a depth defenseman. We'll have to go see about roster moves to see where DeHaan is actually rated, and we might want to play him in the appropriate position. But we'll take a look at the in the system guys as well. Pretty much for everybody for defense, we have to sign next year. So we have to sign DeKaiser, Erickson, and Martinez. So next year we'll have to make some defensive decisions. All right, so right wingers. All right, so Kane still stayed at 89, so that's good. Jordan Eberle stayed at 86. Atkinson stayed at 83. Fratton stayed in at 82, and Trop went up to a 79, so that's not bad for Corey Trop. His defense got a little bit better. He's a physical guy. I don't know. Maybe we can use a physical type of guy down there on the fourth line. He had 38 points last year in the AHL. He has a hard slap shot. Physical guy. His defensive category is not all too bad. Only problem is his discipline. Yeah, he takes a lot of penalty minutes, so I don't know. Maybe a tradable asset. Who knows? Like I said, he's last year of his contract as well. He still has one more year to get better because apparently guys with 3 gold stars can get better, but nobody really got a huge boost on this team. I mean, Atkinson's still 83. Maybe some stats went up for Atkinson, but maybe his overall just didn't get better. I mean, his shot's still up there in the upper 80s. His puck moving skills are getting better. His defense is actually pretty good too. Fratton didn't get a jump either. He's kind of capped out in at 82. I think he dropped down a little bit. Actually, no, I think he stayed. Yeah, he stayed at 82. Okay, so right wingers are there. Left wingers, Dubes still stay at 84. Calvert up to a 79, so it doesn't look like Matt Calvert's going anywhere. Reichel stayed at a 78. Como stayed at a 78 as well. So it looks like we can maybe give Kirby Reichel one more year in the minors. I don't know. We'll have to go look at the depth chart and see where he's labeled because his defensive category is it's not good just yet to play him. It's kind of low 80s, so we don't want to play him just yet. Centers, okay, so Ryjo up to an 84, Hodgson up to an 84. I think Hodgson went up to an 84, so that's not bad. So they're still getting better. Dennis Terrell up to an 82. That's actually a good jump. I think he actually jumped a couple of points. Yeah, his defensive category is much better now. Skating's good. Yep, Dan Terrell getting a little bit better. Nisimov stayed at 81, and Connor McDavid up to a 72. Okay, so that's the main roster, guys. So let's take a look at in the system now. Goaltenders. So Oscar Dansk is an 80, so he is probably able to play a backup this year. So we'll have to make a decision if we want to play Dansk, let him get better, or trade Jeremy Smith right now to get maybe something else. I don't know how good Jeremy Smith's trade value is, so we'll have to see about that. But he is probably able to play. All right, so we have David Savard, who is 79 overall. Will Weber, 79 overall as well. Like I said, we're going to have to check roster moves to see what these guys are actually labeled as. If Savard's top 6, maybe want to play him instead of DeHaan if DeHaan's considered depth. Same thing maybe with Will Weber. He's a defensive defenseman. We kind of need more of those on the team, but then again, it doesn't look like he takes that many penalty minutes. He's a very big physical guy, 6'4", 230, big guy. His defense ain't that bad. He's got good stick checking. Honka's up to a 78 as well. Schuster's going to need a couple of years, maybe like a year or two. Prout, yep, Glaubuff. Morgan Ellis jumped up to a 75, so good call there on signing this guy. He jumped up a couple points, so that's not bad. He has still 3 years of getting better with 3.5 red stars. That's good. So McCowan's back in the juniors. Bryson Martin back in the juniors again for him. So we decided to keep him. Remember from our trades. All right, right wingers. Oh yeah, Kuznetsov. I forgot about him. Kuznetsov. Yeah, he goes back up on the team, so he's 83 still. I think he's still an 83, so that's good. You have to sign him next year as well, so he'll be getting better. Got our Raging Russian. Godobin 73, Bjorkstrand 68. These guys are just taking their good old times. Yemark, Nylander 61. Sprung up to 54. Yep. Left wingers, Austin Carroll, Tambellini. Carroll didn't jump as big as I thought he would. He got up to a 74 throughout the year, which was good. Same thing with him and Tambellini. They're kind of growing together, the two-way forward and the grinder. So these two guys might eventually become pretty good for us. Maybe like year 5. Maybe year 5. I would think maybe by year 5 these two guys will be ready to go. So when they're 23 and like 22. So they'll be probably ready to go. And then centers, Jenner and Barbashev. So it looks like Jenner might take a hit this year. We'll have to go see about depth-wise. So we'll go to roster moves right now. And let's make the appropriate things. Let's see where everybody's at. So let's check out the goaltenders. Okay, yep. So Dansk is considered a backup. So you know what? I probably will leave this. I won't go ahead and simulate yet, so you guys can make some decisions for me. So that's one decision right there. So we have to make the decision if we want to keep Jeremy Smith and play him, or do we want to trade Jeremy Smith right now and let Oscar Dansk get some backup starting time up there in the NHL backing up Bob. So you guys can let me know about that. Defenseman. All right, so there's our one issue settled out right there. Dahan is a depth forward, but as well as all these guys are top twos. We have a lot of minor league top twos. Holy shit. Savard, Weber, Honka, Schuster. Schuster's a top two as well. Our defensive core in the minors is actually very, very good. So we'll have to play Dahan, unfortunately. Maybe making another trade for a defenseman wouldn't be out of the question. Using some of these prospects, maybe get another defenseman. I don't know, but we'll have to see about that. So Dahan is a depth defenseman, but it looks like we will have to play unless we want to call off Savard or something like that. But looks like Dahan's stuck there. Okay, so right wingers: Kane, Eberle, Atkinson, Kuznetsov. You can get up here because I know you're getting called up. So Kane, Eberle, Atkinson, Kuznetsov, Fratton, and Trop. Trop's a fourth liner. We'll keep him up here for right now. We'll hold on to Trop. Right wingers, yeah, everybody else here is either AHL or okay. So it looks like Bjorkstrand and Goodobin can play AHL this year, so that's good. So they can play it. They're done with the juniors, so they're playing AHL time now. Same thing with Mutray. He can play as well. Okay. How about the defense? Yeah, well, they were already there. Left wingers, Dubes, yep, Calvert. Calvert's even a depth forward. Reichel's a depth forward. All right, so we want to send Calvert down. We want to send Reichel down for right now because they're depth forward, so they can play down there because I think we have enough players. And then centers, yep, Jenner's a depth forward, so we'll give Jenner some time in the minors to get his act together because I think we're fine for centers. Yeah, we have 5 centers on this team. McDavid, you get sent down to Major Junior. That is the right decision to make, I believe so. Yeah, we want to send McDavid to juniors because he can't play on the NHL team, so we have no choice but to send him to juniors. Okay, so because we already have enough centers in Hodgson, Johansson, Terrell, and Anisimov, that's enough center position players right there for us. So that's good, and yeah, so we'll let Jenner play down there. Okay, so if we had to edit our lines, best lines, they want Cam Atkinson. Oh, well, we want Eberle. So we want Jordan Eberle, Ryan Johansson, and Patrick Kane on the first line. So Kane is now a playmaker now, so he's not a sniper because I know they changed his player type around. Maybe that's a reason he hasn't done so well. Well, he got 88 points in the first year of this GM mode, so that's not bad. So he's a playmaker now. That's probably why they want Eberle on the second line, but we need Atkinson down there. So we want Eberle, Johansson, and Patrick Kane on the first line. Eberle is a natural right winger. Kane, I think, is a natural right winger as well. Yeah, we'll let Kane play there. Eberle can play on the left. So we have Eberle, Johansson, and Kane. Then we want Kuznetsov, Hodgson, and Atkinson. Atkinson's a natural right wing, I think. Kuznetsov is a natural right wing as well. Yeah, Kuznetsov could play the left. If he's right-handed, now he's left-handed. Atkinson is right-handed. So we'll let Atkinson play the left. All right, so we'll have Atkinson, Cody Hodgson, and Evgeny Kuznetsov. Third line, we want Terrell, Dubinsky, and Fratton, and then Anisimov, Como, and Trop. Okay, so who's another depth player? Okay? So let me see. Who's a depth person that we could bring up instead of Corey Trop if we had to pick? So forwards would have to be Trop is a fourth liner, so it would either have to be Trop or it could be Matt Calvert. Calvert could add some scoring offense to maybe that third line. Don't know if he's ready or not, though. I don't know if he could take another year or not. Or it could be Kirby. Well, I don't think we should bring up Kirby Reichels because he's not ready yet. Another year for him will do him good. Jenner, another year for him will do him good as well. We have a lot of depth players on that team that could come up, but Trop looks like he'll have to do. I don't know, maybe having like a kind of tough guy two-way forward down there on the fourth line might do us some good. Who knows? Discipline might hurt us, but that's kind of what we have to roll with right now. So that's what the team looks like right now, offensive-wise. Defense, whoops, shit. Roster moves, edit lines. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. Defense, Johnson, Murray, Martinez, DeKaiser, Dahan, and Erickson. And then in net we have Bobrovsky and Jeremy Smith. So a lot of decisions that we have to make right here. Like I said, if we're looking at this team, it looks good. First line looks very good. We still don't have that first line center. I still think Ryan Johansson is not progressing well because he needs to play on the second line, but we don't have that first line center. I don't know. I want Johansson to turn into that first line center, but he's taking his sweet old time progressing. He's not really progressing all that much because he is a second liner and he's getting first line time, so I don't know if he can't compete with that first line slot. I don't know. Hodgson's doing fine, I guess. I mean, he went up 1 overall. I mean, he's still doing pretty good for the second line. He's putting up 45 points, 40, 50 points on the second line. It was just nothing I can complain about. So like I said, the first line looks good. Second line looks good. Third line, it's still that's still two-way forward bullshit that I don't like. We're going to leave Dubes on the left wing. Even though he's still got the good face-offs, I'm going to leave Dana Terrell into the center just because he's got a good defensive category. He's a natural center. I want to keep him down there in the third line, even though I still want to put Dubes right there in the center just because of the face-offs. So I'll keep Dubes on the left, I guess. We'll let it play that way. And then the fourth line, we have Como, Anisimov, and Trop. So that's what the offense looks like. It's still that two-way forward third and fourth line that I still want to try to get rid of, but we need our prospects to get better in order for us to do anything with that. And then defense, there's nothing really much I could do here. DeHaan's still considered a depth forward, but we don't have another top 6 guy to pull up here. Eriksson, I think, is a top 6. Eriksson, I think, is a top 6 if I had to check. Let me see. Let me go to defenseman. Yeah, Tim Eriksson is a top 6, so he's fine right there. DeKaiser actually is a top 6 as well, so maybe top 4. What's Ryan Murray? Ryan Murray's what? Why the hell is Ryan Murray considered a top 6? And he's 84 overall. That's stupid. That's kind of stupid. Oh well. Whatever. That's kind of weird how they're grading those player roles, if you ask me. So that's what we have right now as the lineups, guys. Let me know what you think of it. If there's any changes that we need to make, if there's anybody else you still think that we should go out and get. Like I said, I still want to get that third line more offensively minded rather than defensively minded. The fourth line, I guess, can stick for right now. We'll see how Corey Trop does. Defense, it's just that DeHaan issue right there, but the defense does look a little bit better this year, not going to lie. There's no like 78s and 79s. It's still like roughly around 80 overall, guys. And then defensively, goaltending wise, if it's either got to be the question of trade Smith, and put Dansk in there or not. So, and let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always. And yeah, let me know what you guys' suggestions are, and then we'll make them, and then we'll get ready to start the Year 3 simulation in the next video.